What looks routine from above becomes extraordinary from ground level. Standing next to these machines changes your sense of scale completely, as every movement here happens on a massive scale. Before the machine starts moving, people make it possible, operating mechanical titans in conditions that leave little room for mistakes. The technology here solves problems on an enormous scale, proving that every component has a job and every detail has a purpose. This environment pushes both machines and people to their limits, where one small delay can affect an entire operation. What does it take to keep this system running day after day? Today, we're going behind the scenes of an operation most people never witness, stepping beyond the surface to see how everything connects. Developed to solve the challenge of steep, inaccessible rock formations, the Hitachi EX200 excavator tackles the rugged terrain head-on. Powered by a dependable diesel engine pushing over 160 horsepower, the machine gradually weakens and removes sections of the rock mass, turning steep, inaccessible formations into manageable material for further processing. Unlike large production excavators focused on volume, machines in this class often operate in confined and uneven conditions where careful control is essential. The scene captures a side of heavy equipment work that many people rarely see, transforming seemingly immovable rock formations into usable resources while navigating difficult ground conditions. It is a reminder that modern excavation is not only about size and strength, but also about the skill, engineering, and adaptability required to work safely and effectively in some of the most demanding environments on Earth. Yet some mining environments demand even more specialized equipment to prepare the ground before extraction begins. Designed to rip through compacted rock that would destroy ordinary equipment, the Caterpillar D11T bulldozer is an industrial powerhouse. Weighing nearly 230,000 pounds and armed with over 850 horsepower, this mechanical titan uses sheer force to reshape the earth. It drives its massive ripper deep into the limestone, shattering solid rock layers and pushing massive volumes of material across the working area with ease. Every pass of the heavy-duty tracks shakes the ground beneath, accompanied by the deep roar of a monstrous engine working under heavy load. Pushing through the quarry like a moving industrial fortress, it makes ordinary construction dozers appear surprisingly small. Machines like the D11T are the unseen heroes of the mining industry, creating safer, efficient access to valuable resources hidden beneath the surface. Working at the base of a steep quarry face, the Liebherr R980 SME front shovel demonstrates the strength and precision required to handle dense, overburdened material in a limestone quarry. Equipped with the reinforced supermass excavation configuration, this excavator is specifically designed for demanding digging conditions, allowing it to efficiently load Bell AZ 7547 haul trucks while maintaining steady production rates. Rather than relying on sheer size alone, the R980 SME stands out through its powerful breakout force, robust structure, and ability to work effectively in confined quarry environments. The operation shown here highlights how modern mining and quarrying equipment can systematically remove thousands of tons of unwanted material, exposing valuable mineral deposits beneath and preparing the site for the next stage of extraction. Every bucket moved represents another step in a carefully planned process that transforms solid rock formations into resources used throughout the construction and industrial sectors. While the Liebherr R980 SME relies on modern hydraulic power, the next giant takes a very different, classic approach. The EKG-5A electric mining shovel is a proven workhorse, widely used in quarries and surface mining operations across Eastern Europe and Central Asia. In this operation, the shovel loads blasted limestone into a Bell AZ dump truck, combining electric-powered digging performance with dependable material handling capability. Although significantly smaller than today's ultra-class mining excavators, the EKG-5A remains valued for its durability, simple design, and ability to operate efficiently in demanding environments. The scene highlights an often overlooked part of the mining industry, moving vast quantities of limestone that will eventually be transformed into cement, steel-making flux, and other essential construction materials. Through countless loading cycles each day, machines like the EKG-5A help supply the raw resources that support roads, buildings, bridges, and infrastructure around the world. If giant machines and real-world engineering fascinate you, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss our next adventure. Our journey now takes us to another corner of the mining world, where multiple giants work in perfect harmony. When extreme production targets demand teamwork, engineers deploy heavy-duty partners like the Terex RH170 shovel and Caterpillar 6040 excavator. Driven by combined engine outputs exceeding 2,000 horsepower, these mechanical titans are built to survive the harshest operational realities. Working side by side, they utilize their high-capacity buckets to relentlessly load massive Hitachi dumpers, moving enormous amounts of material efficiently. As they coordinate their loading cycles, the air is filled with the deafening roar of industrial diesel engines and the clashing of hardened steel against rock. These dual forces are essential tools in modern operations, keeping thousands of tons of ore moving every single day to support industries across the globe. But what happens when operators need to move even more material in less time? To meet the demand for high-production open-pit mining, the Hitachi EX3600-6 was engineered as a premier mass excavation solution. Weighing more than 350 tons and powered by an engine generating nearly 2,000 horsepower, this colossal machine is built for raw, unapologetic volume. It rips through the earth with terrifying efficiency, easily filling massive Caterpillar 789D haul trucks in just a few calculated passes. Watching the operator manipulate this engineering marvel feels like witnessing a giant orchestra conductor, where every fluid motion moves a year's worth of material in mere weeks. Wide enough to dwarf nearby vehicles, its visual presence turns a quarry into a landscape of giants. The EX3600-6 is the backbone of high-yield mining, demonstrating the extreme productivity required to power economic growth worldwide. The next machine reveals just how extreme modern mining equipment has become when scale is pushed to the maximum. Built to handle the absolute highest volume loading operations in places like Indonesia's East Kutai region, the Liebherr R996 was designed as an ultra-class mining leviathan. Powered by a colossal engine setup producing an astonishing 3,000 horsepower, it weighs heavily on the earth at over 650 tons. It swings its cavernous bucket to continuously fill some of the world's largest haul trucks, including the Liebherr T282 and Hitachi Euclid EH4500, with unbelievable speed. The ground literally vibrates beneath your feet as this industrial giant exerts its maximum breakout force against solid earth. Standing as tall as a 3-story building, it creates a presence that is impossible to ignore, commanding the entire loading zone. Through carefully coordinated loading, machines like the R996 represent the absolute pinnacle of logistical precision, sustaining large-scale mining operations around the clock. Up to this point, we've seen machines built around power and scale, but the final machine takes a completely different approach. Instead of digging with a bucket, it transforms the entire concept of material handling. It doesn't simply move earth. It operates as a continuous mining system. Designed to eliminate the start and stop nature of traditional excavating, the Absetzer TAKRAF ERS710 was developed to manage mine tailings on an unprecedented level. Powered by an intricate web of heavy-duty electric motors, this machine operates like a massive, crawling mechanical bridge. Rather than loading trucks, it receives material directly from conveyor systems, continuously spreading thousands of tons of waste rock over massive dump sites with pinpoint accuracy. Watching it in action feels unlike anything else on a mining site, as it flows with the steady, unstoppable rhythm of an industrial river. Hundreds of feet long and suspended by a spider web of high-tension cables, it appears almost unreal when seen beside ordinary vehicles. This extraordinary system stands as one of the most ambitious industrial machines ever created, proving that human creativity can reshape entire landscapes in real time. These mechanical titans prove that human ingenuity can literally move mountains. But as engineering evolves, what does the future of heavy mining look like? Will raw size continue to rule, or will smart technology take over? Share your perspective in the comments below. If you want to keep exploring the ultimate industrial marvels, hit subscribe and join us on our next heavy-duty expedition.